33 vertebrae in the spinal column. 5 different types of vertebrae in the spinal column. How will you identify the vertebrae? Like this is the cervical bone, this is the lumbar, and this is the thoracic. How will you identify this? I will tell you. First, cervical vertebrae. Before I enter into the topic, you should know one thing. What is vertebral body? What is spinous process? What is transverse process? And what is transverse foramen? Vertebral body. It is the main part of the vertebrae. Spinous process. Process means projection or outgrowth. That is process. The spinous process give the attachment to the ligament and muscles. That's why the spinous process help to support the spine and movement of the spine. You can feel your spinous process in the middle of your back. When you run your hand in the middle of the back, you can feel like a series of bumps running downward. That is spinous process. Next, transverse process. They are projection on each side of vertebrae. The transverse process are there. In transverse process, a opening is there. That is transverse foramen. Okay, now enter into the topic cervical vertebrae. Small vertebral body, bifid spinous process except in cervical 7. The transverse process has opening. That opening is called transverse foramen. Foramen means opening. So it is present in the transverse process, right? So it is called as transverse foramen. This is how you can identify the cervical vertebrae. In mammals, 7 cervical vertebrae are there. Next, thoracic vertebrae. The vertebral body, that is heart shaped vertebral body, long inferiorly projecting spinous process. And the thoracic vertebrae has many rib facets and vertebral articular facets. With this point, you can identify the thoracic vertebrae. The thoracic spine consists of 12 vertebrae. Next, lumbar vertebrae. It has large kidney-shaped vertebral body, short posteriorly projecting spinous process, superior articular facet and inferior articular facet. This is lumbar vertebrae. Totally 5 lumbar vertebrae are there. Next, sacrum. Sacrum, it is the 5 fused vertebrae. It start fusing around the age of 17 to 18 and are completely fused by the age of 23. It is shield shape and curved longitudinally, which means superior to inferior curve. The front of sacrum is concave and the back of sacrum is convex. Here totally 5 sacral bones are there. Next, coccyx. It is also called as tailbone. It is the vestigial organ. In human, it develops as a tail and it is disappear at the week of 8. And finally, the tail grow as the coccyx. It is a small curved triangular shaped bone. 3 to 5 vertebrae fused and form the coccygeal bone. First coccygeal vertebra has wide and more prominent transverse process. Here totally 3 to 5 vertebrae are there. This coccygeal vertebrae give the attachment to the pelvic floor muscles. Okay, this is how you can identify the vertebral bone. Thanks for watching.